these are pretty cool bananas.
Welcome to Autosport, the greatest motorsport news site since your uncle, and we're here at Sonoma for round 3 of the Formula Rookie US Championship. So, for today's news, we have a race recap of last week's race at Watkins Glen. We have a little bit of a drama between Garnet Lee and Massive Lad, and we have expectations for this week's race at Sonoma. So let's start with a recap of last week's race. For starters, the first half. It was amazing. We had amazing battles, amazing twists, and amazing turns. Everyone was wondering who was going to keep their position on the grid and who was going to get the most points, scrapping it out for the top positions. Except we all know who was going to come first, because Massive Lad was the only driver on the grid who packed wet tyres for the race. So that gave him a somewhat 13-second lead, I think it was. Somewhere around 13 seconds. Anyway, so Massive Lad has won 2 out of the 2 races that we've had so far. Speaking of Massive Lad, him and Garnet Lee have been having a bit of a drama recently after an incident that happened at the start of the race at Watkins Glen. If you didn't see the race, well, Massive Lad was trying to overtake Garnet Lee, but in doing so, he accidentally popped off Lee's tyre. Massive Lad said it was all incidental, there were no hard feelings towards Garnet Lee and that he didn't really think much of it. But while Massive Lad didn't think much of it, Garnet Lee was furious as it not only ruined his race, it ruined his chances of staying in the championship fight with Darren Salisbury and of course Massive Lad. Garnet said that Massive Lad should have been black flagged for the incident, let alone should have gotten a penalty. And a lot of people are backing up his statement. Massive Lad is saying that it was all incidental and what happens happens. We're not sure what to say about it ourselves, but a lot of people have already said things that go either one way or the other. On a brighter note, let's look at the expectations for next week's race. Well, Garnet Lee seems to be doing very good in practice, along with Massive Lad, so there could be a little bit of a scrap between those two. Garnet Lee is out of the championship fight, so I doubt he's going to make up anything in this race. We're going to predict that Massive Lad may not have that rookie's luck that he was talking about in his interview. The curse may come upon him, and he may still score on the top 5, but we doubt we're going to get another first position in this race. This has been Autosport. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at Sonoma. So here we are at Sonoma for round 3 of the Formula Rookie US Championship, and here we go. Neil Hopwood is in P1, Massive Lad is in P2 following behind as we head into turn 1. Garnet Lee behind Massive Lad, that could cause some tension later on in the race, and behind Garnet Lee is David Lingle. This will be our top 4 of the grid. Massive Lad has made an amazing overtake during the turn 1 as we head into the technical part of the course. Neil Hopwood behind, and then Garnet Lee and David Lingle are having a little bit of a scrap there. Massive Lad runs a little bit off, but with Sonoma you have a lot of recovery room. There should be some form of slowdown for either the track, or maybe they just completely forgot about it as he enters this tight hairpin here. Half hairpin, half not really hairpin, to be honest, because it's not as tight as a hairpin, obviously. Anyways, Neil Hopwood is a few seconds behind. Massive Lad's building up some breathing room, but there won't be enough breathing room for Neil and David Lingle to try and build up that room as we head into the last set of corners, the last sector. Anyways, as we move on to another clip here, we can see that Neil Hopwood is still, the 3 drivers behind Neil Hopwood, David Lingle and Garnet Lee are still putting on massive pressure. He goes off track a little bit, he slides a little bit. This could be an amazing opportunity for Neil Hopwood. He's going to try and make the overtake on the inside. He's nearly got it, but he stops for some unknown reason, given the position to David Lingle, and now he is tied up with Garnet Lee. And now Massive Lad has amazing room for him to run on and then try and get some extra seconds ahead of David Lingle. I'm not sure what happened with Neil Hopwood that caused him to stop abruptly. That could have been P1, to be honest. He could have got himself a win and stopped Massive Lad from dominating all season. Anyways, as we go into here, David Lingle's making up those extra seconds that were lost by Neil Hopwood's slowdown. Neil Hopwood's going to try, maybe go for something, but it's not going to happen. As we go into another clip here where David Lingle actually does put some pressure on. As we get into the not so hairpin again at Sonoma. This is not so hairpin. This is not the not so hairpin. This is the last sector part of the course. David Lingle's going to. Not sure if he's going to try something. Will he try something in this last chicane? We may never know. But as we come into the fourth lap, which will be cut to the final lap of the race, David Lingle's going to absolutely pace out in this last clip. But will it be enough to catch up to Massive Lad? Let's find out right now. Okay, so coming through the hairpin, which goes into last lap, David Lingle close behind, and then Garnett's Lee behind that. No tension between Ladd and Lee, to be honest. That's not what was expected, even though after last race, David Lingle was going to go for something around here. He's going to go for a massive overtake where he's going to get pushed to the inside by Massive Lad. Bit of an aggressive move from both sides there. David Lingle starting out with the aggressive move, but then Massive Lad going for an equally aggressive move. Massive Lad is leading along with David Lingle, Dallin Salisbury, and Garnett Lee. Dallin Salisbury is his championship rival, competing for the championship. Garnett Lee used to be his championship rival, but after the accident at Watkins Glen, don't think that's going to happen. Anyways, as we come through the last corner, let's hope Massive Lad doesn't become a bottle job and accidentally lose the race for RST Motorsports. And is he going to have his third out of the 4 races? Is he going to have his third win? Yes, he is. Here we go. Test the wall a little bit. But it's Massive Lad for P1 here at Sonoma Raceway. So in first place with Massive Lad, second place with Dallin Salisbury. 2 championship rivals scrapping it out, and Massive Lad has the more likely chance of taking the championship home for RST Motorsports. Then we have Zain Ahmed, who I frequently calls David Lingle. So Zain, I'm sorry about that. And then fourth we have Garnett Lee, and then fifth we have John Shaw, who I frequently calls Neil Hopwood, who is in 6th. So quite an exciting first and second half of the race, quite an exciting overall race there. We had a lot of twists and turns and people trying to make overtakes and people failing those overtakes. But it was a great race, and next week we will have the final at Texas. That will be exciting. This is Autosport. Thank you for watching.